Everyone, good to be back with you again. In my last video, I think I talked about reading my daughter's book and finding some interesting data points that are expressed in terms of real life examples. That helps you conceptualize these large numbers. People say billions of years, but unless you put it in real life example, you can't conceptualize those things. And I found this a very, very effective way of thinking about things. I have been thinking about these things. I knew these things in absolute numbers. What is the age of the Earth? How long human beings have been living on Earth? But it's what is the size of the universe? How big is Earth? How big is Milky Way galaxy? But it's totally different thinking of it in terms of abstract, absolute numbers versus feeling it in terms of real life examples. In the last video, we talked about the size of the solar system, size of the Milky Way galaxy, and the universe. In today's video, I'll talk about history of Earth and history of human beings. So, the history of Earth is 4.5 billion years. Our Earth is 4.5 billion years old. But how big is that? And in terms of the evolution of human beings, how long have we been a part of the Earth? Because we share this planet with so many other creatures. We are not the only ones. And sometimes we behave as if the Earth belongs only to us and all other living beings don't matter. Or sometimes we behave as if we know the best, or sometimes we behave as if we are here forever and this is ours to grab, ours to use. Sometimes we behave as if all that matters is us. But if you think about it, our history as human beings, starting all the way back from when the Homo genus started. I forgot all those intermediate species: Homo erectus, Homo mirabilis, Homo sapiens, and so on. Like, we think we have a very long history, and we do. If we are thinking in terms of a decade is long, a century is a long time. But if we are thinking about the history of Earth itself, then we are just a flicker in the history of Earth. To give you the precise example, if the whole history of Earth, that 4.5 billion years ago, was compressed into a 2-hour movie, standard movie duration, let's say a 2-hour movie, then the human beings would appear in the last second of that movie. The last second in a 2-hour movie, human beings' history, the human beings would show up on that screen for the first time in the last second of that movie. So our history is not long. Our history is very, very short if we're thinking about the history of Earth. So, you can take it either way. You can think of this as, oh, we have just started. There is so much more for us to go. There is so much more for our consciousness to evolve, whatever that means. There is so much more for us as a species to explore Mother Nature, to explore the universe, and so on. But, I think dinosaurs lasted longer than how long we have been here, and they are nowhere to be found now. So that should also give you humility that we think the Earth is ours, we think we are the best species, but we are just a blip in time. Tomorrow, we might all be wiped away from the face of the Earth, and whatever future consciousness evolves, they might not even know that we ever existed. We'll have existed for only 1 second in the history of Earth if we compress the history of Earth into a 2 hour movie. One more way to think about this was in terms of, let's say an yearly calendar. Let's say Earth forms on January 1st. If January 1st is the day when Earth began, then when do you think we show up? Forget about us. Like the first uh, birds, they will start to appear on December 18. So if Earth was formed on January 1st, the first birds will show up on December 18. Mammals will show up for the first time on December 22nd among those 365 days after the formation of Earth. And human beings will appear, of course, on December 31st, the last day. Well, my mind was blown when I read this. I hope your mind is blown as well. Uh, and one more, one more data point, one more example to express the same thing is if life on Earth, like not just the history of Earth, but life on Earth after the first life appeared on Earth, it's that age would probably be 3.5 billion years. If that was compressed into 1 hour, human beings would show up at 59.8 second time, the last 0.2 seconds. Anyways, just wanted to share this with you all. I hope your mind is equally blown. I was mesmerized with this, just to think about, we talk about our rich history of human beings. We talk about Jesus, Buddha, we talk about, especially in Hindu tradition, we have so many, yugas that are supposed to be of thousands and thousands of years. And the birth of gods, the reincarnations, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at the whole history of Earth, then we started only in the last minute of a 2 hour movie. So, yes, it can give me so much of optimism about, oh my God, how much could we achieve in next thousands and millions of years? But also the fact that so far we have been so inconsequential and we might just get wiped away from the surface of the earth and nobody will even notice. And the earth is not just ours. But at the same time, despite appearing in that last fraction of second of life on earth, we have probably consumed so many resources of earth already. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. In my next video, I'll talk about the money distribution.